is Alexandru Sanduleac and I live and minister in Moldova with Moldova For Christ ministry. I was born in Ukraine, in a little city, South Ukraine called Pervomaisk. My father was a missionary in a small church there, and because he went against the KGB regulations of that time, they required that no youth and no children were invited to church. My father didn't go by these rules. He brought over 70 young people to church, to his ministry. KGB came really after him, and soon after I was born, our family had to move out of that place, just saving our lives. And because of that, we moved to Moldova, 500 kilometers away, and I grew up in Moldova. But persecution didn't stop here, since Moldova was part of the same Soviet Union with the communists in the government. The persecution was many times life-threatening for my parents. Also, they tried to shoot my father twice, but they missed him. And also they came after our family. For instance, when I was 18 months old, I was feeding a rabbit, and the rabbit just accidentally bit my finger. When my parents took me to hospital, nobody wanted to receive me at hospital. They said that they will not help me because I was a child of a preacher. So it took my parents a whole day begging the doctors to treat me. They said that my father did it on purpose with an X, so that I will not be able physically to serve in the Soviet army, since it was the right hand. Later, when I was 5 years old, the communists killed my uncle because he was a very successful musician in the church, and because his success in music attracted many people to church. They tried to recruit him as a secret agent in our church. He was not He did not agree to sign this agreement with them, and then they beaten him many times and threatened him, and finally they killed him in the center of our town, just hitting him with a huge truck, killing him on the central street of our city. As a child, when I was attending public school, I was always ridiculed and threatened. I remember school teachers coming to our home and yelling for hours to my parents for the fact that my parents brought me to church services. Each Easter and Christmas we saw a bunch of teachers from all schools from our city just staying in line with notebooks and pens, making a list of the children from their school that they would notice attending our church. So we grew up always in fear, and we were expecting police to show up at our home any time of day and night. And in all of that, God has provided His peace and protection to us and our family. And my father became a pastor later and a missionary. And later, when freedom came, we saw new opportunities come. So I organized a brass orchestra with 35 men playing in this orchestra, and we were touring Moldova, Ukraine, even Russia and Romania, giving up to 70 concerts a year, playing on open air and on stadiums, performing Christian songs. After that, God called me into student ministry at the capital when I was studying music. about 45 students joined my Bible study, and most of them were saved as they were studying Bible. And after I married Svetlana, God brought me to the city of Kupchin, and here a school principal let me teach Bible in public school every week, and I taught 19 Bible study classes in that school to 450 kids. They were so excited to study the Bible that they never heard about, and I saw this excitement and decided that God really opened the door in Kupchin, and this is how we got to start a church in Kupchin, because we decided that we need to start a Bible study for adults as well. So we started Bible study for adults, which started growing and people getting saved, and now we have a church of 150 members here and many satellite churches throughout the country.